On the shores of Windermere, when the tides pulled against the cobbled shores, the sea sang to Lyra every night. She would sit on the roof, ears tuned to waves that whispered of somewhere else, somewhere forgotten. Mad Jorek sat hunched near the tavern hearth, his one-eyed gaze flickering. "It comes when the blood moon rises," he muttered, "and it leaves no footprints in time." Suddenly, a red veil began rising into the sky. The villagers gathered in silence, eyes fixed on the growing orb above the sea. Lyra stood at the cliff edge with her father's torn journal pressed to her chest. Her heart thumped like an ancient clock. "Now or never," she whispered. A wild-eyed academic, a pair of sailor twins, and a stargazing cook along with Lyra came together like scattered puzzle pieces, each drawn to something they didn't fully understand. The boat cut through the mist as Windermere shrank behind them. Lyra felt the world stretch, like a deep breath held before the unknown. Lyra unfolded Jorek's map. Instead of a compass rose, it bore a single spiral. "It finds you," he had said. Thunder roared as a ring of violet clouds encircled the ship. The sea twisted into coils. "Hold the wheel!" she screamed. They sailed directly into the heart of the storm and emerged into stillness. Ahead lay an island bathed in gold. Golden trees shimmered as if lit from within. The ground felt soft, unfamiliar, alive. A hummingbird hovered midair, unmoving. Shadows twisted opposite their owners. "What is this place?" whispered Lyra. A white stone temple spiraled upward, vines draped like sleepy serpents. Symbols pulsed faintly along its surface. Inside, the walls told a story. A crew arrived just like them. A girl stood at the hourglass. A ship sank. In the temple's heart stood a colossal hourglass. Its sand hovered mid-fall. Time had stopped. Voices came without language, echoes of time, memories not yet lived. "You are early," they said. A statue moved, not stone, but something older. "I am Sen," it said, bowing, "keeper of the turning." Sen spoke of the time god, shattered in war and buried below. Aevum holds its sleep. The hourglass must never run dry. One crew member vanished mid-step. His voice echoed, but he was gone. A shallow pool reflected not the present, but the past. Lyra saw herself as a baby in her father's arms. Flowers bloomed where tears fell. The island fed on memory. The academic aged 50 years in 5 minutes, then aged backward. Time was slipping. Sen revealed a hidden device, the spiral compass. "This will guide you to the heart," he said. The trees whispered back memories. Lyra heard her father singing. Statues of children stood smiling, eyes too lifelike. "They didn't want to leave," Sen murmured. They crossed a broken bridge made of seconds, a timeline unraveled. The wind shifted. Lyra heard her name spoken not aloud, but through her. It was her father's voice. The end is the beginning. In a grove behind the temple, Lyra found a hidden door. Inside, maps, journals, and a single word, daughter. Another crew member disappeared. The twins clutched each other, fading like fog under morning sun. The ground shuddered. Time cracks formed like spider webs, glowing red. The hourglass had restarted. Following the compass, Lyra entered a spiral canyon. Echoes returned distorted, not voices, but possibilities. A vision struck Lyra. Her life if her father never vanished. She fell to her knees. This place tested not strength, but heart. At the canyon's end, a circular lake reflected only the future. Sen called it the Eye. Lyra saw the future, Aevum collapsing if she did nothing. Only one way forward remained. Only the stargazing cook remained. "I'll remember for both of us," he said. They embraced, time swirling around them. Lyra returned to the heart of the temple. The hourglass thrummed. Time called her home. Sen bowed, placing his glowing hand over Lyra's heart. "You were always the balance." Lyra stepped into the hourglass. The sand lifted and wrapped around her like feathers. With her sacrifice, Aevum began to sink. Crystals cracked, trees folded like origami. The cook awoke on a beach with golden sand in her hair and a spiral mark on his palm. Windmere's bells rang in the distance. No one believed her story, but she didn't need them to. She carried her memory in every meal she cooked, every star she watched. A century later, a girl in Windmere dreamed of an island. Her chalk sketches matched Lyra's journal exactly. In her dream, a figure in gold smiled. Not a goodbye, a beginning. Beneath the sea, the island sleeps. The hourglass turns slowly. Time is safe. For now. On a still night, the waves whisper. Some listen, some forget. But the island remembers. The spiral continues. Time bends. And somewhere, a lantern is lit. Hope you like the story. See you next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more magical stories.